Good morning. I hope everyone's doing well. Could someone just write yes that you hear me? We had a default yesterday or something for a while. Just let me know that you can hear my voice. It does say live. Nobody's still here. Hmm. Yes, thank you, Christina. All right, so good morning, Joanna M. Haven't seen you for a while. Glad you're here. Cavell, good morning. And Christina and Carol and Elena Papa, thank you for coming back. All right, good. And Marby. All right, so let's set our energy. And certainly we have a war going on in our world, and we want to send them blessings and a discovery for those who are lost or hostage. I hate to say that word, or whatever you want to call it. But so let's first bring Mother and Father into our hearts, and we'll take a deep breath. And for me, I'm bringing gratitude until I know that they're there for me and they're comforting me. Good. And we'll go and bring in all the angels, all the different phylums, as we want to make sure that there are many sent also to the war arena for all human beings, and to the ascended masters, which I'm sure are truly very busy at this moment. And to those of light that are walking on their path, and perhaps where they are in the universe do not have study, they're welcome to come and learn with us. So we'll say our mantra. I am the soul. I am the light divine. I am love. I am will. I am fixed design. Very good. So we're going to do messages today, and I thought it would be appropriate before we start. That we say a prayer for our Israel arena, for anyone who's participant, receiving something from it, or loss from it. We ask for the hands of Mother and Father to watch over and to be there to pick people up and to help their spirit and to find solutions and help maintain life. But that those who are in charge find ways to bring like a blanket of pink from Brother Jesus to the area and to have it become calm and relaxing. For the mind and the heart are clearer when you can remove yourself from the movement of the pattern, which is probably hysteria. So as we ask for this, we ask for peace. Peace within the energy of each soul within their heart. Peace within the land. Peace within the water around that land. And may a great wisdom of peace come into the hearts of those who have the abilities to make choices and to choose love. To remember that we are all humans. Well, most of us. And there is a respect for life that needs to be held on to here. Excellent. Oh, we'll give it to Mother and Father. That whatever is needed will be brought. whatever is felt will be transformed into love. And we bring gratitude for Mother and Father's existence here for us to be able to call upon them. All right. You release this into the heavens. All right, so messages. Oh, Marty's just saying hello to everybody. It's wonderful to have friends that you know are like-minded, right? It's kind of the issue that's going on, that the people here have had it go to such an extent that they have created a war. All right, so let's go first. We're going to clear out this energy with lovely blue crystalline light, like that of an aquamarine, clearing, purifying, opening all of our hearts to hear. So we're going to Joanna M. And certainly you may have a message today. And Mother nods her head to you as you come forward and you take her hand. For today we're going to climb a mountain. And take a moment and just decide, what is that mountain within you that you have been hesitating, that you have been letting go, that you've just been ignoring? And pick that up and bring it along. And we're going to go up and look from the top of the mountain. The way up is stressless, one foot in front of the other. And you may say to me, now how come life isn't like this? Well, right now you feel safe. You understand your destination. And it's something you desire. So, here we are at the top of the mountain. It's almost hard to remember why we came, right? So I will remind you, what are you ignoring? What in your world is put on the back shelf versus addressing? And we could open a pantry and there would be many things. And this is why we are coming to you. I want you to unhook all those cords that are connected to you, pulling you away from living. The times you become overwhelmed is when you must then choose, let me cut the cords. Just let me cut them away. Doing that doesn't mean that you're ignoring, you're doing something. But doing that is allowing a sense of peace to return to you so you can have a clearer vision. So as we look out from over the top of the mountain, and we can see you walking your path, you're standing tall. You're not burdened from your heart or burdened from the back of your shoulders, carrying issues that you don't want to look at. And I assure you, what's going to be left here for you today is resolution. However you choose to do it, whether you choose to sit with Mother and Father, whether you just choose to sit and be quiet. Don't expect it to be immediate. You might have to put an effort in of 10, 20 minutes in it. But an illumination that you've never thought of before may come. And I know it will be not what someone else must do. This, you see, is a part of you that you're ignoring. That it's not your fault or not to blame you, but you have the ability to have choice on how you react, on how you move through something that feels comfortable, instead of blaming to ignore that you just aren't doing it. Some of this can be done within yourself and not have a participant. Because thoughts are things. And as they move out and through and around the world, not only will you offer to you, but to many who right now may really need that love for self. Yes, it's your path of self-love. You find a ability to not have to look at that within yourself by empowering so many little things outside of yourself of why you're not lovable. You know, every one of us, no matter what we have been through or done in the past, are lovable. And the journey is about discovering this truth. It's about taking time to discover what you've seen as mistakes or wrongdoings or whatever have been purposeful. They've been set in the life for you to make a different choice. And the time will come when you'll say, wow, I'm not going there. I'm not making that movement to empower this. I'm going to choose to love myself and see where I see from there. This happened. It doesn't have to become a storm. This happened. It doesn't have to become a war. This happened. And I can choose to be in peace and to love myself. So this is those patterns that stand before you. I can clump them all together, which would most likely be too difficult to do at one time. But you are going to begin to have them come forward for you. Not that it's going to make your life harder. It's going to become easier when you choose to be with them easier. Perhaps take a moment and write them down and know within the next day or two, you're going to sit within yourself and bring some resolution within you in your perception of the situation with God, with your higher experience of light, your I am presence, your higher self. And you will find that you will lift your heart. And others will say and wonder, what happened to her? And what will be said is, deep inside, they'll begin to recognize that you are loving yourself, much as they must learn to do. So, without understanding it perhaps all the way, you are being a great vessel of truth and exercise for many as they meet you. So, I hope this makes sense for you and begins to set you free from all the burden. Many blessings to you, Joanna. And I want you all to remember, we do community readings here, meaning mother addresses to each person. But if there's other than the one that you receive, one that speaks to you, do the action, do the work. Because we are all one. And if you're feeling it inside of you, then perhaps it's what you must do. Excuse me one minute. All right, so good morning, Cavell. How are you? Oh, yes. Let me see here. Mother is showing me perhaps thoughts, perhaps dreams that you have about the who that you're becoming. And I see a profound, I'm going to call it a cape around you, and yet it keeps changing colors. And we know in the master world, the color usually designates somewhat of an identification of that what you're working and supporting other people with. So the first color I saw was like an off-white, and then it changed to a pink, And then it was a light blue, which was about power. So all I can say to you here on this day is what is becoming of you is to be a teacher of many things. So what it says for you when you are drawn to read, read. Or when you are drawn to look something up, look it up. Because there's wisdom here for you to attain. And perhaps in your quiet time, in your prayers, or in your dreams, to remember there is a yearning for this accomplishment. Yes, it may take a while, but when would you like to begin to enhance this gift? Let it be as you are ready. But here it is today speaking to you that there are many capes that you shall wear on preparation of the self, upon the wisdom held within the heart. Remember of the threefold flame, the wisdom comes up in a beautiful yellow blaze. In the front, the pink behind the right shoulder and the back right shoulder, and the divine power, which certainly came forward behind the left shoulder. Yellow, pink, and blue. So what is the white? The white is the Christ light. Yes. It is the relationship between you and Christ, which at some point you will want to delve into more, perhaps by simply calling him forth and speaking with him, or however you choose to see it. It's there for you if you want it. So, I would say for your reading, it's about development and where it may take you if you choose. So be a choice. Many blessings. Christina, over in beautiful Greece. Yes, as I look at your energy, I see the many thoughts and truths and moving all around you. And yet, I have the word confused coming to me. What does it mean? Where do I go? What do I do? And I want to say to you, you must have an organization in your spiritual piece of you. For you cannot become who you possibly could be in confusion. So there is a part of your humanity that doesn't want to trust the things it sees, that doesn't want to choose, I'll give up humanity to go and be here. So there's kind of a conflict between the two. So therefore, it is challenging for you to sit quietly and allow the truth to come to you. Because even in my saying to you, just sit quietly and go deep into the earth, it frightens you because you don't want to go anywhere and move anywhere else to discover what is. And I know I can hear you say to me, but I do. And I want you to be able to touch that part of you who doesn't. You know, there's a place where we all imagine we want to be and do everything. And that's a perceived illusion, because being somewhere and going places is a result of development, of study. And it would be strong and secure and not be questionable at all. So where I see you sitting now, I say, go back to the basics, get rooted, letting go of all aspirations, letting go of what you think, and sit deep within the earth, come up into your heart, and sit with yourself and start, I am love. Because of all things, all of you are love. But what does that look and feel like? Begin here. What does that look and feel like? And don't take it immediately to some wonderful experience. No. Sit here with it. This may be one of the hardest things you've ever done for all of you. If you sit within your heart, call in the love that's yours and begin to feel it. And what does it look like? It is very challenging to quiet all that's been working as questions and doubts and all these things for you to truly experience it. But this, therefore, is also the difficulty. That is the excuse. Oh, but this, oh, but that. It's no nothing until you go into your heart and sit quietly and love you. You can feel that love and trust that love. And behind it, see the father and mother that bring that to you. Then there is no doubt. Then there is no need for the cover up, or whatever you want to call it, the pretend. If you're wondering what love? What about love? How does love reside within you? What does it do? Are you in communication with it? I understand this is a lot of food for thought, but it's an extreme time for you, for you're going to become lost by the confusion. So we must let it become simple. You know, you've heard me say it too many times. Love is simple, and yet you have not discovered the simplicity of it. So sit, call love in. Oh, it will be quiet. And ask, well, what do I feel? And you're going to find yourself challenged by all the things, almost like they're beast, a word that come at you and want you to take your thoughts there. And you'll begin to understand what I'm saying. Stay strong, like Sophia and her journey. Do not let them move you from where you are. Stand strong and discover that love is the most important thing that God's ever given any soul. And that you are determined to sit there and to know love. For once you do, however long that takes, the love will guide you to whom you are and to where you're meant to be. All these other thoughts, all these other parts of you will have hushed. And there will be a purity. There will be crystalline energy that you probably never have touched truly before. So, my message to you today, Christina, is to sit and fight your own inner war of discovering what is love versus all the other questions. For the love, when you get the answer, will answer everything. Many blessings to you. And we'll be grateful to Christina because this could be an answer for a lot of you in discovering the message is love. All right, Elena. I say it that way because I don't know how you pronounce it. So you would also like a message here. So as I reach out to have you touch my hand, I feel a small child. And I am confirming that it is as you are like a small child in your consciousness. I'm not truly understanding how it works, but desiring to participate. So for a moment, let's take and welcome the small child here with us. And I want you to pick her up and hold her. Remember happy times. Things when you ran and laughed, played ball, whatever it was you did. And keep following it until there's somewhere where that all stops. And I'm going to come to your head and pour an essence of pink over you. Whether it was when you were in your teens or your 20s, it doesn't matter, because I'm going to remind you of love, of that love you experienced as a child. Shh. And what I feel happening from you is a giggliness, like a happiness. So let's move forward in life. Let's move forward to right now where you are. Yes. Very similar words are coming to me from before, burden. A lot of separated pieces of you now are here, attempting and pulling at you. So you must remember to learn to allow your love to express itself and to embrace yourself. I see you getting on a carousel. You know, where the music plays and the horses go up and down. And here where we are, the music is reminding you of the ups and downs of your life. And the beautiful images of the land where you are on this carousel is beautiful. And first there is a wondering where you are and what's really happening. But the more you allow the carousel to move you up and down, the greater the clarity becomes. And the first thing you're going to recognize is freedom. And you can go wherever you want. And there is the word you don't know is, what do you really want? Do you want to get this horse and ride across the plains and find out where it takes you? Do you want to sit in a room and study and illuminate and let life live around you? So for you, somewhat similar to Christina, you're on the carousel and the up and down. And what do you feel? What do you feel when it's down? And what do you feel when it's up? Because what I see for you beyond this is excitement. This will re-enliven who you are if you allow it and understand that you are giving up the giving up part of you, and that you're going to choose to be aware and discover, to move your feet along, to allow your heart to open is a big difference. So this is all fading for me, so I'm going to assume that I've given you what you need, and know that I wish you many blessings. Thank you. All right. So, Christina, I'm going to take your note you wrote, actually, that yes, we can hear you, as yes, you can hear God telling you to find love and feel love. All right? Let's see what else is down here. Marby. Okay. All right. So here I am, Marby. And let's see what comes to me today. Well, in front of me, I see a boat. And interesting, it is a light lavender boat. And you understand that boats always talk about how you journey through your spiritual life. So you're going to either be a boat that's stuck on land, or you're going to be a boat that's in the water and speed dropping everywhere, or one that takes you to a ray of sunshine. So, as I take your hand, let's see what's being shown to you. This is very interesting, because I did see the boat as lavender, and now I'm seeing you paint the boat blue. It's a light blue. So it tells me that you're in the process of learning about power, divine power, and feeling comfortable expressing it. You know, it's so interesting how individuals live life shutting down what sometimes they want to say, thinking the other people won't like them anymore. And it isn't about that, Margie. It's how you say and present it. It's how you say and present it. Because there's a place here for a great growth about divine power. But I also, if I look towards the voice, and this is why apparently Isis has come here today, and you are so, and have been so told in your younger years to be quiet, to not say that, whatever it is, those patterns are running through your head, and there's so many places that you don't speak. And I'm not going to say speak up, I'm going to say speak. The thing that all beings must learn is to speak with love. Perhaps when it first comes to you, it comes with a lot of rage. But speaking it from that place isn't going to bring a revolution or change what's happening. So you must take a moment, maybe a few moments. And how can you change that into a statement from a loving place? There may be forgiveness in that. There could be understanding. But as you do these things, Margie, you're going to begin to become more willing to be the power of light you are inside yourself. And you're going to find a happiness you've been looking for a very long time. Because it's time to stop empowering others to tell you to whatever it is that you do for you and let you make that choice. And then it will all mean more. It will be truth as more. And as Isis comes into your heart and her wings are that which opens up when there is a place and time that you need a greater love to place upon the words that you're going to speak so that you can choose to remember to love yourself also. For it is about loving yourself and then loving everyone as a mirror of who you are. Even partners, remember, they are the essence of God in your world. That's why they've shown up. So that in itself is bringing about a different possibility of growing and learning. And many times we never find it, never understand it, and we hold that grudge. So we must find out, where is that grudge being held inside you? And see if you can forgive. And see that it's not worth being separate from that part of you that is the love. And choose to speak the power, hold the power, be the power when it's with other people. Many blessings, Margie. All right. Cindy P. I don't know if I know you, but welcome to our channel. And yes, I would love to give you a message back. So let's see. Cindy P. What is Mother going to bring to you? So I'm going to take your hand. I always have a white glove. I'm going to walk down the corridor of doorways. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 on the left, and we're going to open the door. And this word for you is about loss. Yes, I'm going to give you a moment to contemplate that loss. So what would you say in your world you have lost? So one of the first things I hear is myself. Then I hear family. And now I hear God. All right. So I open to have you hear me. You're a choice of whether you believe in who you are or don't. It's a magical thing that's simply about loving. And family has really not become lost. It's you reflect to them what you feel for you. And that's lost. And then finally, come back to me. Guess I only want to stay with these two. So the words that come is that they're wanting you to be acceptable to yourself as you are. No requirement, no have to. I can see you had parents that were very, I'm going to say with love, judgmental. And you need to unwrap that word so many times and let the angels help you that that word doesn't exist in your consciousness. You're a loved, beautiful child. And now you must let that love and that curiosity and that adventure part of you once again come alive. I see a lavender, and yet it's not a deep purple, it's somewhere in between, which says your spirit has always been there for you. You just perhaps weren't guided to it. And once again, I'm shut off from where we were. That's the second time in your reading. You don't usually have that happen, but they must want us to go this other way. One's family. You know, families many times are taught to understand that the rest of the family mirror themselves. This is not accurate. This is completely inaccurate. Each of you, as you chose to come into life, bring your own consciousness and awareness with you and all the lifetimes that you've led. So to have a child that's unique and a rarity within a family is profoundly acceptable, and maybe not by the rest of the group, but that's only because it brings doubt within themselves. So we will send your family a piece to hold that at bay. And the truth here is to accept who you've become. And if you feel you're not quite yet where you need to be, which I would agree, keep taking off the clothes of different colors and find the clothing that is you, that feels comfortable and is in acceptance of who you are, how you act, the God that you hold inside of you. And you will find yourself get stronger as you breathe, and the body will become healthier. For you are not that which other people think they see. You are someone that yet hasn't been released because you're afraid of them not loving you, you see. It isn't about that, my friend. God has always loved you. He will always love you. And as you reach out to hold his hand and mother's hand again, know that that is the truth. So you must reach deep inside and be willing to allow who you are to walk into that arena with them and to demonstrate who you are as a loving self and how you may show that truth into the world. All right? Many blessings to you, CDP. I hope you return. All right. And there we are for today. Does anyone have any questions they need answered or anything? Yes, and you know, you always hear how people with similar thoughts come together. Well, this kind of did explain that today, all in a unique, little bit different way. But yet it was all about the love that you are and the self-love that you hold and that powerful place where you're all going to reach to. So, many blessings to all of you. I hope you have a great week, and thank you for your prayers for Israel. Adding them to your daily would be nice, but those are all choices that are up to you. So, see you soon, tomorrow, and I'll let it be a secret what's coming. All right, many blessings.